Wide-angle fast zoom lens, Tamron 17-28 f2.8 for Sony E-mount. My full in-depth review. Let's go. What's good, guys? My name is Oleg Nikitin and you're watching No Limits On, the channel about the privilege of being a freelancer, tips and pieces of advice about motivation, personal growth, tech aspects, gear reviews and many more. Welcome to the channel. So Tamron 17-28 for Sony E-mount is one of the most versatile and affordable lenses in terms of wide-angle lenses for Sony E-mount. For full-frame Sony E-mount actually. So I'll tell you a little bit about my background in using wide-angle or super wide-angle zoom lenses. Actually, I've used almost only one lens. It was Sony 10-18 for crop sensor bodies, f4 lens, and it was pretty wide. It's 10mm on a crop sensor. It's kind of 15mm on a full-frame sensor, so it's a little bit wider than this Tamron, but actually I don't really need more than 17mm because it's getting too distorted and too wide, almost like kind of fisheye look. But I did enjoy using the 10-18. Actually, I sold it a couple of weeks ago after buying this Tamron, but actually I needed more of a depth of field because f4 on such a wide-angle lens on a crop sensor body is kind of, there is nothing in out of focus area, so it's almost every time in focus. Damn, guys, I just live in a kind of, still constructing those buildings behind me and they're all the time. I'm very sorry for this, but I have no other time to do this and they're just drilling all the day, all night, Moscow is growing. So my experience with 10-18 lens was pretty outstanding. It had image stabilization, which is very nice. The Tamron doesn't have one, but after selling the 10-18, I had almost three kind of options. The first one being Tamron 17-28 f2.8 for pretty reasonable price, 3 times less than Sony 16-35 f2.8 G-Master lens. So that is why I didn't buy the G-Master, because 3 times the good lens, damn, it's too much. And also I had an opportunity to buy the 16-35 f4 lens, which is a great lens, but actually I have decided to go with the Tamron because of 2.8 aperture. And 17 is pretty wide, 16 is not much wider actually, and 28 is also pretty okay in terms of normal focal range, kind of small zoom range. And if you use clear image zoom on your Sony mirrorless body, you can actually get around 35mm. It's pretty okay and almost no loss in quality. So I have decided to use this lens for all of my wide-angle shoots. And actually I shot a full wedding and my daughter's birthday. Here is the link to this video. And everything I did was handheld in this lens and using it just as my main go-to lens. And it turned out pretty nicely. You can check this out right here. Also, this lens produces pretty nice bokeh, and the most outstanding feature for me is the close focusing distance. It's just 19 centimeters from your sensor. It means that it can be used as a macro wide-angle lens and you can get some outstanding macro shots, almost macro shots, like I showed you in my previous reviews of different lenses, such as Zeiss lenses. And actually it really kind of stands out for me because I didn't see this close and this wide before. For instance, 16-35 can be focused at around 28 centimeters, 10-18 at around 25 centimeters, and this lens is at 19 centimeters, so it's just very, very, very close. Come on, focus. Can you focus? Oh yeah, very close. Focus, come back here. Also, this lens features 3 spherical elements and 2 low dispersion elements, which helps with the flares and also helps with distortion and chromatic aberrations. So it's doing pretty nice job and kind of fighting with those nasty things. So the 67mm thread of this lens allows me to use all of my filters, and actually all of my lenses are 67mm or less, so I can use almost a single polarization filter and a single ND filter in all of my lenses, which helps a lot. In terms of picture quality, it's pretty damn sharp at all apertures. At f2.8 it's also very sharp. At f4 it will be extremely sharp. So I truly recommend you looking at those shots that I shot during the photo shoot to backstages, and also I'll throw it on the gimbal and show you some different shots on the gimbal with my Sony a7s II and my Sony a6300, so you'll see the autofocusing capabilities. So please enjoy the footage. So guys, how did you like the footage? I guess this lens produces outstandingly great picture quality, and this macro shots, you know, they're just awesome. I just love these macro wide angle shots, just truly amazing. Also, what do I like about this lens? It's pretty lightweight, it's 420 grams, it's 250 grams less than the G-Master. Also, it's pretty compact. Very compact. It's actually kind of the same size as my 24-70 f4 from Sony. Also, this lens has dust and moisture kind of protection or resistance, but I'm not really sure about this thing because there is no, rubber gasket, weather sealing gasket at the back of the lens, but Tamron says that it's weatherproof, kind of. Not sure. About the focusing ring and the zoom ring. The zoom ring is pretty stiff, actually. Let's do 28 millimeters. Yeah, this is 28 millimeters. Let's go back to 17. It's pretty smooth, it's a little stiff, but I like it, so it's not really easily rotatable. And the focusing ring is very nice. It's smooth, it's just, it's gorgeous. I'm not really using it right now because I'm in autofocus. But it's focused by wire, but still it's pretty linear, and it's it's responsive and linear. And I've used most of the time my manual focus because Sony a7s II is not really a kind of an autofocusing beast. All in all, after using this lens for almost 3 weeks, just this lens, almost on every shoot I've been using only this lens. I do enjoy using it, and I do recommend this lens. Maybe later on I'll rent a 16-35 G-Master lens and we'll find out if this lens is 3 times better than this one because it's 3 times more money, but I'm not very sure. I guess this Tamron is kind of the best bang for your buck in terms of wide angle or super wide angle zoom lenses on Sony E-mount. So that's been it, guys. This was my review. I hope you enjoyed it, and then we're moving on to the quote of the episode. Luck is a measure of happiness in width. You got me? Wide angle lens, width. Mikhail Prishvin, Russian writer. And the question of the episode: what wide angle lens do you use? Maybe it's a Sony system or Canon or Fuji or whatever you're using. Just write it down in the comment section below. And what do you think, by the way, about this Tamron 17-28 f2.8 lens for Sony E-mount? Also, let me know in the comment section below. And if you do enjoy this video or those videos from me, please hit the like and subscribe button, and as I said in my previous video, hit the like and subscribe button. I love this one. And the notification bell, guys, so you'll see more of those videos from me. It's highly appreciated. Thanks so much for watching, and see you in the next video, guys. Take care. Bye.